From an economic point of view, digital finance can deliver a wealth of benefits. First of all, digital financial services can bring about significant efficiency gains. Digitalization can also stoke competition within the financial system and raise the contestability of financial markets. Some commentators even argue that digitalization has the potential to revolutionize financial services and infrastructure. Our aim is to develop a set of common criteria for the regulatory treatment of fintechs. Fintechs should not base their business models on regulatory loopholes. Using lax regulation to attract business is a mistake that was already made before the latest financial crisis. Getting a clearer picture of fintech's business activities is essential if we are to better understand whether and in what way they might pose a risk, a threat to financial stability.
It is important to point out that financial exclusion is a universal issue. Within the EU, 58 million people do not have a basic account. In the US, 7% of households are totally unbanked, and that is 16 million adults. Between 2011 and 2014, 700 million more adults gain access to a financial account. This basically is a 20% increase. However, 2 billion people are still excluded from the financial system. That basically means 40% of the world's adults.
Actually, with the digitalization of financial services, we have got the opportunity to provide financial services to people who normally do not have access. So we can reduce the number of people who do not have access to financial services. It's very important for Africa, and Africa is a top priority of our G20 presidency, and that's a great opportunity, the unique opportunity to provide access to financial services for everybody. If we just see the risks and if we do not consider the opportunities, we will not make progress. It's important to see these enormous opportunities, and especially for elderly people as well. And I know what I'm talking about, because this is a fundamental change, and this triggers sometimes problems. But if you look back and see what happened in former times, then you can be aware that it's very important to defend our democratic processes and our liberty, to safeguard these processes, and we shouldn't be influenced too much by the risk, but always see the opportunities. And I think that this would also help us to implement strategies and projects.
What's happening is, whether it's the startups in Silicon Roundabout in London or in Transistor Berlin, or to the more established players in Silicon Valley, entrepreneurs are applying their creativity and technical ingenuity to the financial services value chain. A host of applications and new infrastructures could reduce costs, will probably improve capital efficiency, and could possibly create new critical economic functions. And the challenge for the policymakers, the front part of this magnificent hall, if you will, the challenge for us is to ensure that fintech develops in ways that maximizes those opportunities and obviously minimizes the risks. Because after all, the history of financial innovation is littered with examples that led to early booms, growing unintended consequences, and subsequent busts.
Harmful software is getting smarter and smarter. And digital progress is still accompanied by carelessness, indifference, and attitude that everything will be okay. There are vulnerabilities in software products which software makers don't fix quickly enough, leaving the door very open to attackers. I don't need to tell you that trust is crucial, particularly in the world of finance. When you entrust someone with your money, you have to trust that they are honest, that they are competent, and that they are who they say they are. You have to trust that your money is safe with them. Ultimately, trust is the currency of a good bank. You know that better than me.